Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today I'm going to be reviewing custom action figures by you guys. Let's begin. Alright, so the first submissions are from Ninja Boy. Actually, a little fun fact, I actually made his profile picture, but that's besides the point. Alright, so the first one he posted was the Super Saiyan 3 God Saiyan, or like Ninja Boy Goku, basically. Or God Goku, you know, he has a lot of names, this guy. But I do like, you know, the black portions of the paint. There's a few smudges here and there in the hair. Wait, why is there smudges in the hair? I'm pretty sure he painted it and then painted it over yellow again. But you know, besides that, I do like the black, as I said. You know, that one's painted real nicely. The neck could have been a little bit better, but you know, I give this a solid 7 out of 10. Oh my whole, like, this is amazing. Now I know he didn't paint the hair or like the face or anything, but the outfit, you know, this is brilliant. You know, very little smudge. Actually, matter of fact, I see no smudge. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna cut straight to the point. I give this a 9 out of 10. The only problem is that there's a little itty bitty smudge, but you know, to be honest, mine have a lot of smudges, so compared to my customs, this is really a lot better. So that's why I'm giving it the 9 out of 10. I don't know how he keeps creating these masterpieces. Now, I could tell he did paint his hair. The legs, you know, they're pretty good. Better than anything I could do. The shoulder, like the vest, you know, I do really like it, you know. That's what I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. No commentary, just 8 out of 10. And if you're wondering, I'm pretty sure this is clone God Goku. Okay, like, whoa, this is just amazing. The only thing I don't really like about it is, honestly, it's painted perfect, actually. The only thing I don't like is the middle of the hair, but that's why I'm going to give it also a 9 out of 10. I was originally going to give it an 8 out of 10, but, like, it's too clean. You can't lie. It's so fire. That's why I'm giving it the 9 out of 10. Gogeta Blue from Xenoverse. I don't see any flaws with this one. This one's just a solid 10 out of 10. Good mix of painting and kit bash. You know, this is just a perfect 10 out of 10. Now, this is his own version. You know, the vest, you know, it's still the same thing. I think it's a 9.5, only because I like, you know, the OG better. But the colors match up more on this one, so it's a 9.5. Ultra Ego Majin Vegeta. You know, it's a solid 9. The God Saiyan Vegeta or whatever. This one's a 6 because this one has a few flaws. The kneecaps, you know, I'm not trying to complain, but you know, it's a ranking video, I'm being honest. The hair and a few other parts, but besides that, it's a 6. But every other custom we made so far is peak. Like, it's amazing. Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku. How could you not say this is perfect? The bottom trench coat piece, you know, the perfectly painted pants. Everything about this figure is just amazing. That's why it gets the 10 out of 10. This is the red hair version. I guess it's also a 10 out of 10. That red hair is fire. Xeno Goku, the GOAT. This is just like a full out custom. Like it's just a pure custom, which I love. Which that's why it's a 10 out of 10. Maybe even an 11. And either a 10 out of 10 or an 11 out of 10. Probably a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Either way, it hit the very top. Like, it's one of the best customs I've seen. Nah, but all jokes aside, the figure itself, like the hair, obviously is the custom part of it. It's actually really good. Like this figure's seen better days. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna judge it off this image since it's better. This image is getting a 9 out of 10 because this is way better. 9 out of 10. This thing is a masterpiece. Dude, like, this thing is just amazing. a 9.5 out of 10. Do I even have to glaze it? This thing's a masterpiece. 9 out of 10. I love the colors, and I know he did design this outfit himself. I know it's just a simple recolor, but this thing is just amazing. So it's obviously going to give it the 9.5 out of 10. Evil Goku. A tale as old as time. Everyone uses this character, even if he's not real. I don't know what's going on in the neck area. The eyes are a little bit wonky, but, I won't lie. It's hard to paint eyes. Mine kind of sucked on my custom. But, I give it a solid 8 out of 10, The paint job's pretty good. It's an 8 out of 10. Actually, I give it a 9 out of 10 because I love the hair. All right, the next submissions are from Figure Max. I didn't think about this one. I like the design. The only thing throwing me off is the hair. So I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So, Ultra Ego Vegeta, the top right is the only thing messed up. This is literally perfect. It's just a 10. This is perfect. Majin Vegeta. Okay, you know what? The custom part about it is the M. And the M is really wonky, so this one gets like a 4. So the next submissions are by my best friend. You already know. Super Saiyan 4 AF Goku. I don't even know why the tail is black. I actually do. But besides that, it's actually pretty fire. Like, this one's a solid 10 out of 10. Like, this is just amazing. 10 out of 10. So here's his custom character. I don't want to leak who it is because, this is in one of his future movies projects. The design is just an 8 out of 10. You can't go wrong. It's sick. It's cool. It's an 8 out of 10. Z Gogeta Blue. This one's just a 9 out of 10. A little too simple. Saiyan Armor Goku, 10 out of 10. And the Super Saiyan version, a 10 out of 10. And the damaged version, this one's really unique, 10 out of 10. Daima Goku with damaged legs, 10 out of 10. It's pretty cool. Super Saiyan Xenoverse, 10 out of 10. why is it? This never happened, but it's a 10. Super Saiyan 4 Xenoverse, 10 out of 10. This just doesn't look right. It's a 6. This doesn't look good either. 6. This is simple, perfect. The eyes are closed. What a good way to end the video. With a 10 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching the video, and until the next one, goodbye, y'all.